Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some pretty big leaks to go over for the Indigo Disk DLC, new updates on Briar. We also have updates on returning legendary Pokemon and then a few other bits and bobs to go over as well. Plenty of things to break down and get into today though. So if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes, it really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, the first post that we're going to be going over today is all about Briar. Now, originally, I thought that Briar was going to be the main antagonist. She's a descendant of Heath. Obviously, she's very much attracted to the idea of Terrapagos and terrestrialization, hence why she is obviously so keen on getting into Area Zero and stuff, and why she was at the pool in the teal mask where obviously all the terrestrialization stuff happens. However, though, Riddler-Coup has come out and said sorry to her fans, she is useless battle-wise. So we are still going to have her as, I'm assuming, quite a big part of the story, but when we battle her, she's going to be pretty useless, which is really unfortunate because I thought she was going to be like the proper main antagonist. You know, once we get into Area Zero, she's going to like turn evil, show her true colors, and then battle us, or something like that. But the fact that battle-wise she's terrible means that probably Kieran is going to be the main antagonist, and I didn't think, I mean, I thought that Kieran was going to be like one of the main antagonists, but I thought it was going to be like mind-controlled and stuff like that. But maybe he is just like the final trainer battle, you know, maybe it's when he's like his most evilest or whatever. But yeah, really unfortunate about the Briar news. Now, personally, as long as the theme slaps, then I'll be alright with it. But the thing is, I can only really now see her team being like a Cyclizar and that's it. And I say Cyclizar because obviously in the Scarlet and Violet book, Cyclizar was Heath's partner Pokemon. That's what we saw in like the pictures and stuff like that. So I'm assuming she's going to have a Cyclizar. She may have a couple of Paradox Pokemon as well. But, you know, the fact that she's useless battle-wise, I feel like it's just going to be the Geeta of the Indigo Disk DLC. Which is really unfortunate to me. I don't know. I think it would have been cool to have as like as a really... Like, they've kind of built her up to be some sort of like evil character. I mean, she's literally got red eyes. She's got like obviously the terrestrialization earrings. She's got the suit with the different kind of images of the logo on Scarlet and Violet on her like suit jacket and stuff like that. She's got the same kind of hair as Heath. Like the fact that she's a descendant of Heath, maybe I thought that she was going to be a really good battle. But either way, a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. We're not going to be looking forward to a big battle with Briar. We're going to battle her though. It confirms we do battle her. That's what he says, you know, she's useless battle-wise. It does confirm that we do battle her in the DLC, but it's going to be pretty unfortunate. So, yeah, not great. Moving on, though, we actually have confirmation now that Ultra Beasts are not going to be in the Scarlet and Violet DLC. I spoke about this a few days ago with the idea that they potentially might not be because of a reply that Riddler-Coup said to somebody. But now he's also posted an image of all the Ultra Beasts of Guzzlord, Buzzwole, Katana, stuff like that, and he's put like a little crying face emoji, basically confirming that yeah, they're not going to be in the DLC. He however though went and replied to it with like, I think this is that RD, I think that's Robert Downey Jr. With others, like, I mean, like, I don't know what the image is kind of depicting, but it looks like he's like sighing and he's being like, oh, it's great. So I don't know, but yeah, it doesn't look like the Ultra Beasts are actually going to be in the DLC at all. Like, which is weird because we've got Beast Balls, but you'd think with a Beast Ball you'd also have the Ultra Beast. But the only weird thing as well is that they've been in every single game since Gen 7. In some way, shape, or form, apart from like obviously Legends Arceus, but they were available in Gen 7, they were available in Gen 8, and now they're not going to be available in Gen 9, which I don't really understand why, because like I'm assuming they'd be very easy to implement into the game with how they're going to be doing the legendaries, and we're going to go over that in a second. But it doesn't really make sense just to scrap them all because Ultra Beasts are like really cool. I really like them. Like Poipole and Ganondorf are like my favorite. But it's just weird not having them. I mean, does that mean that they're not going to be guaranteed to be in every single future game? Like, we know they're not in the Pokedex because obviously it's not been data mined. But neither of all of the legendaries that we know are going to be coming back. So yeah, I don't know why the Ultra Beasts don't. Especially when it's a game literally about like other worlds and stuff. Like, that is literally the Ultra Beasts. They come from different dimensions, different worlds and stuff. And we literally have Paradox Pokemon coming from different worlds. So why would you not have the Ultra Beasts? It makes no sense to me. But yeah, hopefully they'll be back in Gen 10. But yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to be in a game anytime soon. If we do get Black and White remakes next year, I can't really see them being in that So yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to be having Ultra Beasts anytime soon in newer Pokemon games. So that's really, really unfortunate. However, though, we do also have Riddler replying to a comment here from Lord of the Coast. So they said, good to know, sad about the Ultra Beast, but happy the rest are back. Can you tell or hint about the legendary hunting method? So in the way to basically get all the legendaries, obviously in Gen 7 you had the wormholes, in Gen 8 we had Dynamax Adventures, and so in Gen 9 there will be another way to get these legendary Pokemon. And he says, is it similar to Dynamax Adventures? And then we have Riddler saying, we'll do it in later posts. So he's basically going to, he's basically confirmed that there is a legendary hunting method that is going to be in the Indigo Disk. So it is going to be some way, shape or form another thing like Dynamax Adventures, Ultra Wormhole, stuff like that. So they are confirmed to be coming back. And as well as that, he's gonna in later posts tell us how we're going to be able to do it. So that's gonna be very interesting. I'm hoping that he like makes it pretty clear as well. And I hope that someone asks if it's going to be co-op and he replies to it, because I think that was what was so good about Dynamax Adventures, the fact that we could do it in co-op. And they are going very heavily into co-op as well. Obviously with recent games, like especially with Gen 9, like we can literally run around with each other. Like obviously the wild area was like a step up, but like Gen 9 co-op was huge. And so yeah, I'd like someone to ask if it's going to be co-op, and then him actually reply. He only replies to a select couple of posts as well, so hopefully that is one that he replies to, because it would be nice to know if they are like co-opable and you can do them online and stuff. However, though, we do have this post here from Zhan, taken from the Chinese data mine thread. I can't remember if we covered this in the past. They've just tweeted out about it a few days ago, so I don't know if it's new information or not. I can't remember off the top of my head, but either way, this is about most likely the legendary Pokemon. So even though Riddler is going to tell us soon about how we're going to basically get the legendary Pokemon, this is a very good indication of what it's going to be. So we have Zhan here tweeting out saying, let's talk about some more stuff from the Chinese data mine thread. So sub 13 to 37 is a series of 25 side quests that give you a static encounter. What could they be? So we are basically going to get 25 different side quests, and at the end of that side quest, we get a static encounter. I mean, if you put 2 and 2 together, it sounds to me that that is going to be 25 different legendary Pokemon that we are going to be able to get, and that each of them are going to have a side quest. They then go on to say, I believe it's for returning legendary Pokemon, but this is just my guess. Makes no sense to put all of them in 7-star raids. If they put them all in 7-star raids, I'd be really disappointed. Like, I'm not, like, raids are alright, but for 25 legendaries, it would just suck. So hopefully that's not the case. Like, this is legit data mined information, by the way. This isn't like a rumor or whatever 4chan post. This is legit data mines from the game. And then we also have Zhan here saying, again, these could just be assumptions from the Chinese data miner, but seems like some people want more info from me, so I'll talk about some stuff. If any data miners like Matt want to explain some stuff or debunk this information, feel free to join. We need more information. And then this post here is just about the starter Pokemon. And then this one here, I remember you telling me about this. I still want to believe that it's returning Legends 2, but don't you think the Pokemon Company would have advertised them by now? I think they will only advertise special game mechanics like in Sword and Shield, it was Max Lear. If it's just some side quest, then why would they advertise it? Also, 25, this number is too low for all legendaries. Maybe not all legends will come back, so they avoid advertising. And again, we already know that the Ultra Beasts aren't going to be returning, so that's how many there? 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think there's like 10, 11 Ultra Beasts, something like that. So that's 11, 12, whatever Pokemon not returning already. Like, we know they're not coming back. We know they're not coming back. So yeah, that's a few that we already don't have to worry about. I mean, we've already got quite a few of them as well already through Pokemon Home, but they will still be catchable, I think, as an encounter. So even though we've already got options like Groudon, Kyogre, Rayquaza, they would still be an option in the DLC as a side quest. So it looks to be that this is going to be what the situation is, where we are just going to have 25 side quests, because we know there's a ton of side quests in the Indigo Disk as well. There's like the grandparent side quests, like there's side quests from all the, like the main characters like Arven, Penny, Nimona, stuff like that. There's most likely gonna, like, we know that there is missions that we have to complete in order to get the starters. Like Nintendo themselves tweeted that out. That's not like random information, like Nintendo posted that. So they are going heavy on side quests in this game, and it seems like we're gonna have to do 25 different side quests in order to get a legendary Pokemon. And that's also including, like, I'm assuming Zacian, Zamazenta, Regieleki, Regidrago, and like I say, there's more than 25 legendary Pokemon, so some are going to get scrapped, and I have no idea which ones those are going to be, which is weird not having every single legendary in a game, but with them scrapping the Ultra Beasts, it's not crazy that they're going to scrap all that they're not going to have all legendaries as well. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like even though the Indigo Disc is going to be like incredible, and I'm really excited for it, I feel like there's going to be a bit of anger from the community if certain legendaries aren't in the game. Like, you gotta think, like, we're gonna get paradox versions of the legendary beasts like Raikou, Entei, and Suicune. We're getting paradox versions of the Swords of Justice. Does that mean that their counterparts aren't going to be in the game? Does that mean that Entei, Suicune, Raikou, Terrakion, Virizion, and Cobalion are not going to be in the DLC? You could understand why, because their paradox forms are in, but the paradox forms of all the other Pokemon are in the game, so it's one of those as well. It's a bit interesting, but I don't know, it's going to be weird to see which, if this is about the legendaries, which are going to get scrapped. But the fact that the Ultra Beasts are going to be getting scrapped is really unfortunate. But yeah, really interested to see these later posts that Riddler is going to be doing about how to get these legendaries and stuff like that. But again, it's most likely going to be through side quests. But either way, we'll have to wait and see. That is going to be everything for today's video, though. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do consider hitting the like button down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It does really help out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on everything we covered in today's video. What are your thoughts on Briar's battle being pretty useless? And also, how do you think that's going to impact the story? What are your thoughts on Ultra Beast not returning for the Indigo Disk DLC? A lot of, I think, heavy hearts are going to be in the comment section about seeing these definitely not being back. And then also, what are your thoughts on these side quests as well? What legendaries do you think potentially could get scrapped? Let me know your thoughts on all that. But yeah, that's everything from me. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you again for watching. Subscribe if you're brand new. And until next time, peace.